Okay.
All right, so you guys gotta fail a job interview in less than 1 minute, right? So this is for fun. What would you do in order to fail that fucking job interview in 1 minute? Get creative, guys.
Not showing up.
Right. I was like, sit down and then get up and walk out.
Swear.
Yeah, swear my manager and the meeting, like, fuck you. I'm out of here.
Interview? All right, okay. Yes, get creative. Yeah, Jay, how are you gonna fail your first your job interview in 1 minute? Get creative.
Checking off in front of her, like be like when you talk
Sending
like this.
Don't need to, just whip it out.
Coming up with sandals and showing my toes. Or I could just ask them if they're from Canada. Are they Canadian?
Yo, Marco, go ahead.
I'd probably like dress up. I'd show up like in a tuxedo, or I'd show up like in night armor or something stupid like that.
Damn, I'd hire her on the spot.
That's great.
Damn, that's really gangster.
Me, I probably like show up, be like, I'm here for the drug test. I can't wait to test out all these drugs. I'm fucking wired.
You arrive high or drunk.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't wait for the drug test. What drugs are we testing, man? Let's go. Fucking them. This is like an EDM, right? Okay.
Bro, that happened to me. Not me, but I hire someone, and the first shift, that person arrived completely drunk and on pills. And I needed to call the police because he kind of like has like a psychose, like he didn't know where he was, like he was being aggressive, and I was just like, what is happening? So we fire him. I mean, he did 3 hours unpaid.
I know me and Rosaly probably have some great ones for this, right? Okay, so you guys got to call out of work, or you know someone who call out of work. But what was the best excuse either you used or you heard someone else used to call out of work?
Oh, I got one. Oh, for me to call out?
Anyone. Either you heard someone said this to you or you used it yourself.
Well, for me this is so I could work from home.
Yeah.
Was I used someone else's COVID test and said that I tested positive.
You fucking bitch.
This is that is fucking big brain energy. I love this.
No, big brain.
I love.
You wouldn't know because he ghosted you. But all right, anyways. Well, you guys know that I have 30 employees underneath me, right? So I recently got promoted and stuff like that, right? But they text me sometimes 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, right? The best excuse I've heard. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say your name. You'll be fine. At least gotta sign the NDA sheet and all that. But the best excuse he ever fucking texted me was that, damn it, I got my side babe pregnant. I can't come into work. I gotta figure out if this child's even mine.
Stop lying. Stop. Oh my God.
I'm being dead ass.
I mean,
oh really my gosh, that's so.
I mean, damn, he's got his priorities straight, but
I'm giving him a day off just for that excuse alone. Just for the random.
I legit gave him a day off. I was like, you know what? I'll use your PTO, but go ahead and figure that
just
shit
because
out.
that's a fucked up excuse, but I've never heard it before. Yeah, you got this.
It was so creative. I was like, what? You really texted me that?
Now go ahead and go get her pregnant.
Jesus Christ. This is side bae. That's not his main goal.
It don't matter. Get your side bae pregnant, lose your bae, and then, hey.
The thing is, let me
welcome to the newest K-drama.
Yeah, let me paint the picture for this guy. This guy has hit on every single one of my other employees.
Wow. He probably got a few people pregnant.
Oh my God. If my other employees told me that she was pregnant, I'd be like, this guy is fucking the other employee. You got to be kidding me.
Oh I got a good one. So this is when I was still in school, like in high school and stuff.
Yeah.
So we would get like 2 to 3 weeks off from school. My parents would use the excuse that a family relative passed away, so we had to leave. We had to go to back to Guatemala just to for the funeral and shit.
Fucking puto.
Yeah, so that's the excuse my parents would use. And we'd be out of school for 3 weeks or so.
Okay.
Yeah, about faking being sick, there was nothing extreme that I needed to use, but I had people instead of like saying, oh, I'm hangover and I can work properly, like I will hear like shit like, I have an exam to prepare and stuff. And I'm like, bro, you knew it like for all your semester that it was, that it was like an exam there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
To us on the first.
Huh?
Oh no, syllabus is given to us on the first day, so he knew the exam was coming. I was agreeing with you.
Yeah, exactly. So, except for that, no, like I'm the kind of person that like that was never need an extreme reason, and even now,
Never heard anyone. Never.
No, but even now, if I don't want to work, like for example, I have a day like few weeks ago. And the first call in the morning was a very bad call. And I hang up with the person. My colleague had afternoon clear. So I was like, I'm leaving. I cannot deal with shit. I'm leaving. And I just left. That was like this or I'm quitting. So, and they deal with it. And they were like, I feel like it's okay to have bad like mental day to not work once in a while.
Yeah.
So if like they still, because also in Canada, like in Quebec, we have like day of pay that we need to use during our year, because if we don't, we kind of lose the money, you know?
Yeah,
so that's why also it's like sick days, but they are not sick days.
Yeah, we have that too as personal days. We have 2.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. So I'm just like, at this point, I'm gonna use them whenever I want. And if like I pass through them, I will tell, like, I need a fucking break. Like, give me a day off or an afternoon off. It will just make me better. And I will just leave. Yeah.
Okay, you're in the same level as me. You have underlings too.
Yeah,
so
I
love to hear. Yeah, I love to hear what's the worst shit.
Oh, and at your place? Oh my god!
I have 30, but I know you have some too. So, what's the worst? I mean, the funniest shit you ever heard?
Honestly, they're all pretty generic. Like
really?
I haven't heard of a messed up one or a funny one.
Oh damn it, Meg! What you got?
It's either someone dying, their cats or dogs die.
What?
Shit like that. Yeah.
Oh,
I miss work, and because my cat Happy escaped, so I called and I was just like, I need to find my cat. I will not be able to come to work.
I understand that, Rosaly. If fucking Harp comes out of the house, I'm gonna fucking murder him. Stupid.
Yo, I was so angry.
Because you know what? Because pets are like family. Well, to me, I love my cat like he's my son. So yeah, I mean, right?
Better a son than a wife.
Yeah, Meg, wouldn't you?
I don't have anything.
Okay, let's move along. We only have 2 serious ones. Ready? Okay, so we're gonna take on a story, and it's been a while since we took on a story, guys. Right? Remember when we used to take on stories? Okay, so here's a story. This girl, 24-year-old female, right? Wear a white shirt, nice toes. Nice kidding. But like, so here's the situation with her, right? She keeps losing feelings for guys after sex. So to paint a picture before you even call her out as a whore, as she might state, right, is that this happened to her 3 times. One of the time was when she was in high school, and the guy just so happened to be one of her best friends. And, you know, one thing led to another and stuff like that, and she decided to, you know, sleep with each other. And then for some bizarre reason, she lost feelings for her best friend, the high school best friend. And she states she thinks it's because he all of a sudden got really jealous of every single guy after that. Now, it wasn't like they were like planning on dating. It was just that like the whole sleeping happened, but they didn't have the conversation of like, what are we now type of thing. Then later on, fast forward, because obviously that was in high school for her because she's 24 right now. Fast forward into her adult years. It happened to her again with 2 other individuals, that these 2 other guys that she spoke and got to know for like a few months. So let's say, give or take about 4 or 5 months that she spoke to them, got to know them, and you know, just went on a few dates and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden she started, you know, sleeping with the guy. She lost feelings for the guy. First, she thought it was her problem. So she's like, maybe it's just some weird, like connection that she can't physically have with the guy, so she continues sleeping with the guy to see if maybe if there was just the sex was just bad at that one time or anything, you know what I mean, just to see like if it was like that was the case. So, but so she just like sleep with the guys multiple times, but then she just realized at this point now that like she doesn't know what it is, but she keeps losing feelings for guys after she sleep with them. So she wants to know, basically what she asked is like, look, I don't know what's going on here. I just feel like I need some advice. What do you think is the case here? Why does she keep losing feelings? Whoever wants to take it away, take it away. Honest thoughts and opinion. Is there any part that you really want to ask?
I just want to know if it was more like one night stuff.
No. She stated that like she slept till she got to know
the two other case was like frequentation, like
yeah, she got to know them for a while, and then she even slept with them multiple times. But it seems that like she just keeps losing feelings for the guys.
But you don't know if it did that also with one night stand.
She doesn't have one night stands.
Okay. Perfect. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, you can go ahead, guys.
I'm wondering if she experienced some trauma before that's related. I don't know. Does she ever have any trauma? Maybe like, I don't know, like any sexual trauma or some sort that happened to her before? Because sometimes like things might get triggered because of it.
That's a pretty good question. I didn't ask her if she had any previous trauma, nor did she open up about it. But that could be the case. So let's say, hypothetically, if she does have trauma, you can go ahead and continue off of that. But she did not.
So thinking that if she does have trauma, then maybe she's like, I don't know, let's say that she had this like crazy boyfriend, and then they're like, oh, the only way we show love is like, I don't know, sex or something. And now like sex is something that she's just like, oh, something I have to do, instead of like an actual like emotional or like mental connection with that person. So it's just like something that she relate back to that bad time when like she's forced to do something that she's not comfortable with. I don't know, that's really hard. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, I do recommend like going to therapy. There's no shame in that. But yeah, I don't know. That's really tough. I'm sorry that she is feeling that way. She's going all through these things.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Because the first one, it sounded like with the best friend.
Yeah.
That after they had sex for the first time, he probably got really clingy, and that's what basically turned her off.
I thought the same thing. Yeah.
And that maybe, and with Meghan saying that you know the reason why with the other guys is could be some kind of trauma. Maybe it could be linked to that. Maybe she feels like the guys will get super clingy. You know what I mean? That could be like the connection. Like that's a good point she made. But with the first guy, that's definitely what happened. Because like when you like someone and you sleep with someone after, and then nothing is quote unquote is established, and they get clingy, and that's a huge turnoff because that's happened to me. And then like I just want to like it's just like get away from me like.
Yeah. So, and also like if it's not trauma, then like just piggyback off of that, like if you have like high expectation, like, oh my God, like I know this guy for 4 years, this is going to be great, we're best friends, because people would always say it's like marry your best friend or whatever. So like you have these high hopes and expectation, and maybe when you guys sleep together, then you're just like, oh, it's actually not that great, like I don't feel the same way. And maybe like just having that really high expectation that everything's, I don't know, just letting your own expectation down may have like messed up the feeling,
high
confusing.
risk, high reward situation.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I'd probably also say that maybe she has to come to terms with her sexual, like what preferences and what she really knows she desires and wants, and maybe she's just not able to get that with the guys that she's with. Sometimes you kind of know what you want, you're not sure how to actually express it as much, and then you're just not satisfied until she can find that. So she maybe she's holding back on things that she really desires. And these could be the type of guys where you're not going to share those kind of secret desires with, because it's not easy to share that. Like, you can't share all of your sexual desires with everybody, and because you already know up front that's not what it's about. And so that could be it too, that she just really may have an idea of what her sexual identity or sexual preferences are for her, but she just hasn't expressed them, and she just has to, meet that guy that she can express them with, because that changes the whole game when you're with someone and you can actually go there like, this is what we both like, this is what I like. And then, because once you experience really great sex, like, I mean, you don't forget that, and you definitely don't lose interest, after it's really hit all those points for you.
Yeah. And also she's 24, so there's a lot for discovery at that age. In your 20s, you're supposed to discover and learn about yourself, so this is a good time.
Yeah. Girl, just buy some sex toys and explore yourself alone and discover what you like too.
Give them
like,
and try not to break it like Rosaly did.
Yeah.
Also,
read the Amazon review. I get a kick out of it.
Give them names. Just name one of them Chris. Yeah.
It's Christ.
Oh, that's right.
Just
Christ.
the R is missing.
Right. Pronounce it differently. That's right.
Why'd you name this dildo Christ? Because that's what he makes me scream out like, oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, no, sorry. Rosie, but keep going.
Oh yeah, and everything that Meg said too, as a good point. If you think it's a feeling of like attachment after sex and stuff like that, also, I don't know if you have these guys on your side of the continent, but we have sexologists that are like therapists for sex. So we have that kind of service that can help you figure out. It's not only related like about like penetration and masturbation and stuff like that. They help also with the emotional and everything that is related to your sexuality, so your love language and stuff like that. So maybe they can help you discover why this feeling go away after that action and help you with that. And I like it. She said therapy is sometimes the good thing to do also.
Great. To
just figure out yourself and what you want. Maybe because like you don't know what you want on the relationships too. So the sex is not satisfying. For me, I can just compare like when I had a relationship with that person, sex was incredible, even if it was like a friend and we have sex. But sometimes when it's with stranger or like Tinder like match and stuff, like sex is always gross. Like it's not even, so it's also like a natural feeling if you're not like normal way of like dating and stuff and sleeping with someone. But if you force yourself into that pattern to always dating and always like invest yourself, maybe sometimes that's why you lost it, because maybe you just want to discover it and have fun, right? And it's okay. It's super valid. Doesn't mean you need to bring a relationship to it either. So it depends on what you want and how you see the sexual act for you right now.
Oh, I have a question. Has this person ever had any? Were they ever in any relationship, or no? Or are they always just single, and they were just like in those dating phases of like just getting?
They must have been, because she stated that like the best friend got jealous of any other guy she dated after.
But was she ever like an actual like?
Yeah, because if she said dated after, so that means she must have been in relationships after.
Because the other thing I was just thinking of, but that's why I'm asking. Maybe she might have some sort of commitment issue. Because there's some people that have commitment issues without even realizing that they have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Attachment problems. Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, separation anxiety and stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So you guys have anything for this girl?
I mean, it could be a lot of things, honestly. Everyone's psychologically built different. It could be a lot of things, like what all the girls said, where they may have lost interest, they may have had commitment issues, it could be trauma. Sometimes they're more infatuated with the chase more than the conquest itself. Honestly, there's a lot of things. This reminded me of that thing where it's it's called the dead baby effect, right?
God, that's so dark.
The scientific name for that is the refractory period, and you can
Why
look it
did
up
you
too.
start off with that first?
It's because everybody calls it the dead baby effect. But anyways, let me explain it a little bit.
I'm the darkest guy here. That was dark as
Let me explain it a little bit, okay? Here's the reason why. So, you guys ever watch porn where there were so many good videos you made multiple tabs, right? You jerked off and then you immediately closed all the tabs because you lost interest. That's what the dead baby effect is.
That blew my mind.
Yeah, if you look it up, it's called the refractory period. So it's a short period where after you climax, you orgasm, you lose all feelings of sex or all feelings of affection. That's what I thought of when I heard this question. But again, this could dig a little bit deeper because we don't know what's going on because she did have that experience with 3 other people, right?
A total of 3. She
a
gave
total
us 3
3.
examples.
Yes.
Yeah, it probably could have been more.
Yes,
that's why I was like.
So if she's listening to this, all I want to say is there's nothing.
She will listen to this.
Yeah, all I want to say to you is there's nothing wrong with you. Don't ever think there's anything wrong with you. There isn't. It's something that I'm pretty sure everybody goes through every once in a while. Some just have it more than others, but yeah.
That's why I agree with Meg that she should go see a therapist. Yeah.
What I was just gonna say is, don't worry about it because you're only 24. Your 20s is all about learning these experiences and figuring out what you want. So you'll be fine either way.
Yeah, try butt stuff or something. Yeah.
Or feet stuff.
Yes.
Or feet stuff. Yeah. I do have something to say to this, but I kind of don't want to say it